So for verse 1, it's all going to be talking about God's kingdom coming to earth. Now, when I was younger and I used to say the Our Father, I used to say this and I knew it wasn't really a big gold castle in the clouds in heaven, but I didn't really understand what it meant by God's kingdom. But what I think now is that God's kingdom is a place full of peace and respect for each other and love for each and every single one of us as equal people. So when we talk about God's kingdom coming down to earth, we're saying that we want God's kingdom to come to us, to be with us. We want love for each and every single person, and we want peace here on earth. So for these signs, you're going to hear the song will say, Father, let your kingdom come. For that first bit, we're going to make this sign with our two fingers and tap them together. Now this is the letter F, but it's also how we sign Father. So Father, let your king, we're going to make a little crown, kingdom come. And for this come part, you'll see that it ends up pointing at us. So we're saying for God's kingdom to come down here, for it to be, the earth to be full of love and praise, it has to start with us. We have to do all of those things. So that first bit is Father, let your kingdom come. The second bit, nice and easy. Father, let your will be done. That's just saying everything that God wants, everything that he wants for us, that he wants us to love each other and for there to be peace here. We're saying we want all of that to happen. The next bit says on earth as in heaven. So for earth, we're just going to put our hands down saying right here on earth. The same as, we're going to put our two pointing fingers together like this. That's because our two hands look the same and this is the sign for the same. On earth as in heaven, we're going to make our little hands move all the way up to heaven above us. So on earth as in heaven, and then the last line says right here in our hearts. So you'll see the sign for this is we're going to make a little surface and we're going to say inside our hearts. So we're going to try all this together with music and we'll sing it through twice with Janine playing the guitar.
Father, let your kingdom come. Father, let your will be done. On earth as in heaven, right here in my heart. Father, let your kingdom come. Father, let your will be done. On earth as in heaven, right here in my heart.
So for verse 2, now we've practiced verse 1, the words are going to say, give us today our daily bread. So for this sign, we're going to say, give us. So this is God and he's going to give us today. So we're going to tap our hands down twice, today, our daily bread. So for this sign, we're going to leave one hand out flat. I'm going to put the other hand here and imagine you're cutting a slice of bread. This is the sign for bread. But in this part of the song, what we're saying is we're asking God to give us everything we need for today. We want us, maybe we need a bit of energy, maybe we need a bit of confidence, a bit of enthusiasm. And we're asking God to give us everything we need to be able to get through the day. So give us today our daily bread. And then the song will say, forgive us. For this time, we're going to make a fist and circle on our chest like this. Forgive us. The next line says, as we forgive the ones who have sinned against us. So when we're saying this, we're saying that we're going to forgive everyone that has done something wrong to us. So for these signs, we're going to say, as we forgive, so that's sign again, just circle on our chest. And this is like a sign for forgiveness and a sign to say that you're sorry. As we forgive the ones who have sinned, for sin, we're going to use our two little fingers, because in sign language, whilst thumbs up might mean good things, our little fingers represent bad things. So we're going to say, as we forgive the ones who have sinned against us. So the people we're talking about are the people that might have done things to us that we're not happy about, or that maybe they shouldn't have done, but we're saying we're going to forgive them. The next sign says that we are going to forgive them, but for this one we're going to do a different sign for forgiveness. So we're going to put one hand out flat and say all these sins, so use your little finger and make a circle on your hand. Say for all these sins we're going to wipe them away. So after it says that we're going to forgive everyone, we're going to say forgive them. The next part of the song says that we don't want to be led into temptation. So we're saying we want God's kingdom to come here on earth. We want everyone to live in peace and to love each other. So we don't want to be tempted to do anything other than that. So the song will say, and lead us not into temptation. So for this one, I'm going to have two little people. So imagine your fingers are people, and they're going to walk off the wrong direction. We're going to shake our heads and we're going to say, lead us not into temptation. And when it says temptation, we're saying all the things we shouldn't be doing. So for that, we're going to use our little fingers again. So lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from the evil one. For this sign, we're going to say God's hand is going to come in and he's going to take us from where we were going, the wrong place, and bring us back to where we should be. So deliver us from the evil one. So over here, remember, that's all the bad things over this side. So deliver us from the evil one. And this is like saying God is all loving. He is looking out for us and he's making sure that we're not being led in the wrong direction. And then it just finishes off that verse. We're saying, let your kingdom come again, because that's what we're working towards. So that's the sign we already know. Let your kingdom come. So I think we're ready. We're going to try verse 2 with Janine playing the guitar, and you can sign along with us.
Give us this day our daily bread. Forgive us, as we forgive the ones who sinned against us. Forgive them, and lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from the evil one. Let your kingdom come.
Okay, for the last part of this song, it's really easy because it just repeats itself. And what we're saying in this part of the song is everything we've just talked about, the God that is saving us from all of the things we might be tempted by, the God that is helping us to bring his kingdom down here to earth, we're saying all of that belongs to him. So for these signs, we're going to make little fists like this, and we're going to point up towards where God is. So we're going to say, it's yours, all, so say everything we've been talking about, all yours, all yours. And then just like the prayer, it says the kingdom, so we know the sign for that, kingdom, the power, we're going to show off our muscles, power and glory, so thumbs up for good things, glory towards God is yours. Then it just repeats, so it says it's yours, all yours, all yours. The ending is slightly different. It says forever and ever. For this sign, we're going to put one finger out and then say, like a timeline that's never going to end, we're going to wrap our finger around it. So throughout all time, forever and ever, the kingdom is yours. So they're signs that we already know. That is all the signs that you need to know for this song. So we're going to practice that last bit together and see if you can sign along with us.
It's yours, all yours, all yours. The kingdom, the power, the glory are yours. It's yours, all yours, forever and ever. The kingdom is yours.
You now know all of the signs that you need to for this song. So what we're going to do, with Janine playing the guitar for us, we're going to see if we can sign the whole thing, the whole song all together. We're really excited to see you at festival. We really hope that you can join in this sign language with us, learn it before you get here, and we can sign and sing together when you're with us here at the Emmaus Youth Village. See you soon!
See you soon. On earth as in heaven, right here.